MiddayLive. My name is Anako Jafre with the latest sports updates. Let's get into the details of our story, where despite the severity of funding problems facing the Ghana Olympic Committee ahead of the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio, Professor Francis Dodo insists the GOC has not planned to boycott Ghana's participation at the Olympic Games in Rio.
The GOC hasn't made any such decision to not participate in the Olympics. We are committed to making this Olympic dream of Ghanaian youth happen. And we have a very healthy set of athletes right now, and so we're committed to making sure that they do the best they can for Ghana. As far as we're concerned, it is not time for anybody to make a determination that government is not going to be providing any funds. We were fortunate enough to be invited by the minister to be part of his entourage to meet the select committee, parliamentary select committee on sports last week. They heard us, they asked us what we thought the budgetary needs would be. We gave them our sense of what we thought the budgetary needs would be. They had some criticisms and they had some points of encouragement. We've given it to them, and we're waiting to see what they do. So I think it's quite premature for anybody to be suggesting that the money is not coming. I didn't hear that statement myself, but I've received at least a half dozen emails from athletes, some of whom are overseas, 5 overseas and 1 local, who were concerned that all the training they were doing would go to waste. And so I think it's actually quite dangerous to make statements like that, because you can easily kill the motivation of your athletes who are preparing. And so what I've done is I've told these athletes that no such decision has been made. I haven't heard government make a statement to that effect, and I would urge people to just continue to support and pray for the appropriate funding to come so that our athletes can go and represent us.
Meanwhile, the National Sports Authority has defended its decision to charge the National Amateur Boxing Team, the Black Bombers, for the use of the hockey hostels. Public Relations Officer of the authority, Frederica Mensah-Davis, insists it is necessary to ensure the future of the facility. The National Amateur Boxing Team, who are preparing for an Olympic qualifier in Cameroon, were asked to pay 50 cedis for each member of their 18-man team to camp at the National Hockey Stadium to prepare for their final Olympic. Responsible for funding their preparations. Public Relations Officer of the authority, Frederica Mensah-Davis, admitted responsibility but asked the Amateur Federation to seek support elsewhere.
I think we are both having financial problems. I would rather plead with them if they could see the GOC and find out from them if they could be of assistance, so that at least at the end of the day, the two parties would be at peace with each other. We wouldn't want a mother and a child, fighting because of a situation like this. So we're just pleading that they find something for us to make sure that we prepared them adequately, to make sure that they are mentally and physically sound to participate in the qualifying series.
Captain of the Black Bombers lamented the effect of the development on the team.
The qualification is not a small qualification, it's a qualification for Olympics game, and it's not small qualification. You have to be prepared very, very well before you can qualify.
President of the Ghana Boxing Federation, Gideon Korte, says the issue is the latest in a long list of examples that suggest the authorities are shirking their responsibilities for other sports.
We shouldn't do anything just to waste their dreams. Every athlete in every discipline dream is to get to the Olympic Games, and this is not the time we should be facing with this.
Keep going, come on, let's go. Nice show, come on.
Now, Youth and Sports Minister Designate Neil Antivandapoy says he is ready to face the perceived mafia group in the ministry. He was answering questions from the Appointments Committee of Parliament on how he will handle the group which allegedly undermines sports ministers. Jonathan Adams has more.
The Youth and Sports Minister Designate Neil Antivandapoy underscored the need for the country to nurture young sporting talent. He indicated his preparedness to work with the technocrats in the ministry to revamp various sporting disciplines.
Mr. Chairman, I'm happy. He said it's a belief that there's a mafia. Well, I'm not too certain about that, But if there is a mafia, I'm ready to face that mafia head on. If there is a cabal, as my brother said, the truth of the matter is that they've not met Neelante van der Poel. With my background as a sportsman and as a journalist, and with the vibrant sports media we have, I think I should be able to create that relationship that will make them contribute effectively and meaningfully to the development of sports in this country.
He stressed the need to maintain country sports facilities. MP for Bongo, Albert Abongo, the Upper East Regional Minister Designate, and John Alexander Akong, Ashanti Regional Minister Designate, were also vetted.